Hey everybody, Tony George along with Sean Salisbury, a rare NHL video here and of great interest to my local friends here in Las Vegas as the Vegas Golden Knights just got done crapping down their leg in Game 5, and now they head to Montreal. And Sean, Vegas is minus 145. Montreal is plus 125. The total is 5 in this game. And one thing I can tell you about Las Vegas, I can't remember a time when a team that was minus 500 to win a series when it started, then they win game 1, and then they go to minus 800 to win the series. Now is down 3-2 and facing elimination. And I got to tell you something about game 5. Marc-Andre Fleury was on an island all by himself with absolutely zero help. Vegas looked lost. They got out-coached. They got outplayed. They got out-hustled. They got out-physical. Quite frankly, they did not even compete in that game. Wide open shots. I was shocked at how bad they played and how unprepared they looked to play a game. And you know this, Sean, being a professional athlete for a decade, you know this to be true. When you give underdogs or David versus Goliath scenario, and you continue to give those underdogs wins, it emboldens them and it makes them very tough to beat. This is a tall task tonight for Las Vegas on the road against Montreal. And in my opinion, not only in this game, but in this series right now, the value lies in the underdog. And I know you might be thinking the other way here, but I can't go with a team laying $1.50 on the road, basically, that is playing like absolute dog crap.
Yeah, I'm with you, Tony. Listen, here's how the Montreal Canadiens have not won a Stanley Cup since 1993. They beat the Kings, if I'm not mistaken, 4-1 in the series. 1993. This is one of our original. I mean, you're talking Guy Lafleur and Kenny Dryden. We're talking about, if you watch hockey growing up, this is who you'd see weekly. Buffalo Sabres and in the French Connection line and the Broad Street Bullies. The Canadiens were dominant. Well, now we got teams from Tampa and Dallas and Los Angeles and Anaheim and Nashville and Las Vegas that wouldn't see a bit of snow, but all those combined are going to give you what? 3 snows a year. And so the hockey exists as well in a lot of them. It's great to see the Habs do this. It is. I love this. Seeing that C in the red uniforms, I do. But, families from Vegas, you know how I feel about the Las Vegas Knights. When Ovi won the Stanley Cup for Washington, was there the first 2 games in Las Vegas. And I'm a huge fan. Matter of fact, I'm considering if I ever lived near there, I'd be season tickets and flying. If I was rich enough, if making enough money, I'd be flying private to watch all these wherever they are. I love this. This is the best postseason there is. The Vegas Knights are going to respond tonight, Tony. I still like it. I'm going to tell you why I like the under in this. For me, is you hit it. You got your ass kicked. You were humiliated. You're going back on the road. You know these elimination games. Hell, they're spoiled. A new franchise. They keep looking at late in the playoffs and Stanley Cups. They get it. This is going 7 games. And for it to go 7 games, I believe this. I believe the under has to hit for the Vegas Knights to win. If the over hits, I personally think that the no defense and no physicality matters in hockey. And that's why I think they're going to go out and try to knock the piss out of Montreal. This is fun to watch. I'd love to see it, but we're going game 7. But I'm going to lay off that. I'm going to take the under because I like Las Vegas, and if they win the under, they're winning this game if it stays under. And I think the flip-flop, I think they're going to be so focused on making sure 2 goals may be enough tonight. 2 goals may be enough. I think 3 will for sure. And I don't know who they're going to roll into the nets for Vegas. That's their decision. But I can tell you this, they may go veteran who's been there before. I'm taking the under. After that ass kicking and playing poor defense, I expect them to go on the road and be better. But take the under in this game, and that'll mean Vegas wins, in my opinion.
That's Sean Salisbury's call solely here today, folks. I actually have a premium play on the total in this game, and as much as I like the Knights. Mrs. George is a fanatical Knights fan here. She's adopted this team. We've only lived here 3 years, but the fervor around the Knights in this town reminds me of living in Lincoln, Nebraska, and the fervor around the Huskers, because that's all we got. Now we have the Raiders, obviously, but this town is crazy. It's going to be on fire tonight. I'll be out at the sports pub with my buddies and Mrs. George. I'll be wearing the garb. I'll be wearing the swag. However, I don't think...
Don't do it, Tony. Don't do it.
However, I'll do this. I'll take Montreal first period. I'll take Montreal first period. And I'm going to leave it at that, Sean, because I'm not going to piss off all my fans. Otherwise, nobody will buy me a drink tonight. So I can't.
I'm going to say you'll be buying if you pick against them for 3 periods. You're 60-minute, or your ass is going to be buying all that cold beer. So I like it. I'm anxious to see what your how you're approaching this game on Doc Sports. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Yeah, and we've got the totals play over there. Sean is full-blown under tonight for your official free play. He's Sean Salisbury. He's a rock star on the radio. Check him out over there at iHeartRadio on the Sean Salisbury Show, and, of course, on Twitter at Sean Unfiltered. Some great stuff there on Twitter from Sean as well. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Enjoy the game.